So last Wednesday I found out that you can hear me quite well even if I record in the other direction, and so I might make use of that. I am now in this big street that I left. If you saw the video, this is the Mariahilferstraße that I talked about, that I called Pickup Street. And so you get a few meters from Mariahilferstraße now. So I got around downloading some lectures, in this case biographies basically of philosophers, down to my phone, and I discovered that I really enjoy this sort of night walks. I mean, it's just 7, but it's already dark, and listening to this downloaded, it's sort of like if you look listening to a podcast.
Akala ko para sa'yo.
So apart from me giving you this, I mean, isn't it beautiful how the floor reflects everything, these lights? Today suddenly the snow fell down. Like, it was already cold in the last few days, but it was quite surprising that suddenly there was a big snowfall coming down. This is a Viennese subway station. I really love these reflections there. I mean, come on, it looks amazing. And you see some Christmassy decoration. I mean, in principle, Vienna is still in lockdown mode. But despite the shops being only takeaway closed, there's enough people there. Of course, it's Friday, so if there was not lockdown, there would be much more. I think it is fair to say that there's little going on here. It would be much more crowded if there was no lockdown, but still, maybe that's the perfect actually environment to do this sort of night walks. And also, you know, I said this in a video before, in Vienna, this was all street before, like car street, but they tend to remove car street in favor of these pedestrian streets, at least in city centers. And this was also just, I think, 5 to 10 years ago, this was a car street. I mean, arguably it still is, but not really. Like, it's kind of a hybrid now. There was a construction site for a few years, 2 years or so, and now this is another nice street, which is basically almost as nice as the Mariahilferstraße itself. That looks so cool. It looks actually better. It looks better on the video than it looks in real life, because it kind of, you know, if I look at it in real life, this red there, I don't see the white point in the middle. The camera does something to it. For me, it's just red. But here, yeah. So there's this white point in the middle of the red, which I don't see IRL, but which is there. So the question of today is: do you have actually, like, do you have any sort of podcasts or things that you would recommend to me and to the other viewers to listen to? Then, because if so, then I might listen to it. I'm quite the cinematographer, huh? This is really, it's such a nice street here. Not just now, it's in general, it's very, very nice. Like it's a little bit, that's probably not a word in English, but it's kind of one of the districts which became more and more like, how do you say, gentrified. The Bobo district with like sort of indie-ish kitchen restaurants and so on. And like, I don't know, some shops here. This Vivo Barefoot. This is like a like thin sole footwear that my mom wears on. And I can actually show you some interesting places here. Let me walk you another minute, and then I'll show you some. Here's a place that says bonbons. I'm pretty sure like these sort of sweet stores, these very particular ones, they cannot live forever. And so here, this is Rauch. Can you see it? Which is a juice producer, mostly, like packaged, you know, apple juice and stuff like that, and orange juice. And some years ago, I don't know, 5 to 10 years ago, they made this juice bar here, which is kind of weird. This is like, juice bar is like, sounds like only movies would have that. These are the colors. This green is the color of the. Some people avoid me and some people smile at me. This is kind of funny. I mean, I'm hesitant to record anybody, but some people like it and some really don't. Or not really don't, but kind of are like stepping out of the way. So here's some places I want to get at. So here is here's some kitchen. This has been around for a while, probably before this was so fancy here. But there are some old women serving vegetarian food and healthy food. My mom likes the food there. And so one of the places I wanted to get here is this place called Masnak, which is, I'll get closer, which is like a paper store, but it's kind of special in that the paper store is super old. And I find like this is really good store. You basically find a bunch of niche stuff there. You need some paperware, which you occasionally do, or if you need some small boxes or so. That's something I recently wanted. And what I like is that this place has been surviving so long. And here's also, like, you know, if I would want to drag this out even more, there's some cool hip restaurants there as well, some cafes, some cafes where I like to breakfast noodles. And if I posted some pictures on Discord, some places from here were around. So here, this is Masnak, and I don't remember how old, but there's somewhere a date here. I don't know, you don't know from when the sticker is, but it says here 111 years. So this is like 4 or 5 generations. The sticker is probably also could be 10 years old or so. So it's really old sort of history Viennese shops, which is just a small shop. I don't think there's a second one even. They just survived. Okay. So here's the school across of me. I want to show you one last cafe sort of restaurant shop, which has a breakfast in I think Sunday mornings. So all you can eat sort of thing with from Oriental to Austrian food. And here's also a bunch of breweries around. This is, by the way, the 7th district. It's probably the lightest part, the most populated part of the 7th district, if you will. And here's the Cafe Latte. Where they're here, you cannot see it now, but they have some places, some tables and stuff. And sometimes I sit here, stare out of the window with a book, maybe. This goes on for a little while, so let me let me end the short tour here.